Doge into overdrive, posting this weekend on Truth Social, quote, Elon is doing a great job, but I would like to see him get more aggressive. Remember, we have a country to save. Elon was quick to respond, saying, will do. And now federal workers have until midnight tomorrow to detail their work from the past week or risk losing their job. But it appears the FBI and the Pentagon will be spared from Musk's order since they conduct their own internal reviews. Okay, so let's get to the discussion. Arthel, could you give me a rundown of what you did last week?
Well, I did this and I did that.
All 5
probably
points.
not, I mean, so that is tricky, because think about it. If you're doing your job and you get really busy and everything, and so sometimes you do remember, sometimes you don't. But, and then the other thing about this, Tom, is there are people who are on vacation. They may not be able to respond, so I'm wondering what's going to happen to them. And listen, if President Trump is telling Elon Musk to get to it and get aggressive about trimming the fat, Elon, come over here and help me trim my fat. It's not working.
I approve of this message.
Oh, no.
I need a little help, Elon.
He might start doing that next week.
Help me out, brother.
Elon, let's take a look, Kevin. Elon was justifying his order in another tweet. I think we have a full screen of that. Can you guys read that? Where is it here? What does he say? Okay, it's in my teleprompter. The reason this matters is that a significant number of people who are supposed to be working for the government are doing so little work that they're not checking their email at all. In some cases, we believe non-existent people or the identities of dead people are being used to collect paychecks. In other words, there is outright fraud. Wow. So this is I guess it's a chance to check on them. And if you go on vacation, Kevin, you got to put that little message in your email, right?
I swear, I've been working for this company for more than 10 years. I still don't know how to do that. So I just answer my phone wherever I'm on. Listen, I agree with Arthel. If you want to help, trim a little fat, I'm here. I'm here for you. But I think more importantly, what they're really trying to achieve is, I think we all know people who work super hard, are very dedicated and serious about their jobs. And we also know some people who probably aren't giving it their all. And I think what they're attempting to assess is, first of all, are you a real keeper? Are you somebody who's intense about doing your job and making the company better, or in this case, the country? Or perhaps alternatively, are you someone who maybe needs to think about your career choice? And maybe it won't include a future with the government. We'll see.
Yeah, wow. I think it's interesting, Molly, what Elon is doing. I mean, this is a businessman. He's trying to get to Mars. He was really a darling of the left with his, electric car and everything. Yeah. Now he's kind of all in on this Trump thing. And Trump wants him to be more aggressive. He wants him to be more like him.
Which is one of those things where people are throwing all their hate at Elon. But really, this message is coming from the top. And Elon is immediately responding so fast that he's shooting out an email that everybody else has to send an email back by Monday, which is a wild thing to do, I think, on a weekend. I don't know that all federal employees are expected to check their emails all weekend long. We, of course, as journalists and looking at breaking news, are very used to looking at emails and checking things all weekend long. I don't know that every government worker, depending on what position they're in, checks an email on Saturday and would be ready to respond by a given time with a looming threat by Monday. But it's interesting. There's actually quite a bit of internal pushback within the federal government on this from the unions, of course. The federal workers unions are pushing back, but also federal departments, agencies, the Department of Defense telling employees that they're reviewing performance of its personnel. I mean, some of these agencies are saying you don't need to respond to Elon, to this email, rather, I guess specifically. So I think there'll be a lot of confusion from federal employees who got this email as to whether or not they have to respond to it. And then what happens if they don't? I don't know. It's very interesting. And this is maybe one of those things that might also be walked back. Some of the firings have been walked back. Some of the layoffs have been walked back. So we'll see.
Well, if you really want to get Elon's attention, tweet something, because he tends to respond on Twitter.